Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, my name is Kayla and here we love to talk about all things luxury beauty and luxury makeup, high-end beauty and high-end makeup, which are the same thing. But it makes me feel better to say luxury and high-end. So today, y'all, I know it's a little late, but we are gonna be recreating Emily Blunt's look from the Met Gala. So I am a huge Emily Blunt fan, okay, y'all? I just think she is so classy, so beautiful. She's so confident, and I just love the things that her and her husband do, like movies, the things that they advocate for, the things that they donate to. I just think that she is absolutely just so glamorous, so classy, and just seems like such a sweet person. Now, I know that in the past, her makeup artist, who is Jen Stryker, which obviously I will link all of her information down below, I know that she has used Chantecaille products on her in the past, and so it was no surprise whenever she said that she had used all Chantecaille products on her for the Met Gala, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to recreate it. It's absolutely stunning. So she actually put up an IGTV where she kind of walked us through the steps and the products that she used. So I was like, yay, I have to recreate it. I am obsessed. So if you want to see how I recreated this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so first what she said she did was go into this Rhino shade with a wet brush and put it all over the lid. So I have my Sonia G Jumbo blender and I did already wet it. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that to my lid. Okay, so I'm doing that and I don't think I got my brush quite wet enough. So I'm gonna go wet it just a little bit more and then come back. Okay, so I wet my brush a little bit more. I'm gonna pick up some more of that Rhino shade now. Much better. She said that she almost created like a paste with it, and I wet it a little bit more and now we have that paste. She did kind of take it out a little bit to almost create like a V, but we are gonna go in with another shade in the crease. So I'll take it out a little bit more when I do that. It's so pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna do the other eye the same way. It really is, it's almost like wet. So I actually think I'm gonna let this dry down a little bit because I still feel it wet. But you know, y'all, doing it wet like that, there's like no fallout. Which typically these luminescent eye shades do have a little bit of fallout, but there was none. I think she's on to something. So I'm gonna let this finish drying, do my other eye the same way, and I'll be back. Okay, so next what she said she did was go into this Pangolin shade with a dry brush. So I have my Sonia G worker brush and add that into the crease. You know, one thing that I noticed when she was doing her makeup is she is like not precious with it. She is not precise. So I am kind of trying to take the same route. Pick up just a tiny bit more. Okay, well that's beautiful. Still not a ton of fallout. So anyways, that is very pretty. I'm obviously gonna clean all of this up because she did not go out that far. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye and I'll be back. Okay, well that's beautiful and I am kind of obsessed, and I don't think I ever would have thought to use these two shades in that way, so I'm super excited. So next she went in with it's like a silver Chantikai eyeliner and it's liquid. I'll pop a picture of it either right here or right here. I don't have that, but I am going to create my own. So I have this Viseart Shoo Shoo palette And I'm gonna go into this silver shade down here with a wet liner brush and create my own. Super pretty. Okay, so I mean, I think, you know, I didn't have the liner, but I do think that that created pretty much the same effect. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye and I'll be back. Okay, so I went ahead and cleaned up under my eyes with a makeup wipe because there was a little bit of fallout, but I mean, it's all like shimmery, sparkly shades, so I didn't expect any less. So she added, like, she actually said she went in her child's craft box and found like these big chunky pieces of silver glitter. I don't have that, so we're gonna do the more wearable version of the eyeshadow look. So this is the eyeshadow look minus the craft glitter. So yeah. So next she went in with the Liquid Lumiere or Lumiere from Chantecaille, which I don't have. So I'm gonna use this Lisa Eldridge Elevated Glow, the Seamless Skin in the shade Crystal Nebula. And she said that she put that all over Emily's face. So I'm gonna do the same thing. She wanted to create kind of like an ethereal glow. So I'm gonna put this on my whole face. Okay, so we are super glowy, super luminous. So I'm gonna let that set down for a minute and I'll be back to do my base. Okay, so now that that is set down, I'm gonna go in with the Chantecaille Future Skin Cushion Foundation. Now, in her tutorial, she showed that she used a brush. It's not my thing, so I'm gonna go in with a damp beauty blender, and she just applied that all over her face as she would a regular base. Now I will say that with a brush, this isn't gonna have quite as much coverage, but I kind of like a little bit more coverage, so I'm going to apply it with my beauty blender. Okay, so that is the base. I didn't apply like too much. So honestly, I do feel like you can still see that glow underneath, which is so pretty. So I am not Emily Blunt and I do not have amazing skin such as hers. So I'm gonna go cover up a few of my blemishes and I'll be back to do concealer. Okay, so I covered up my blemishes and then I went ahead and added a little bit of this Bobbi Brown under eye corrector because I know when I use this concealer that she used, I do need a little bit of a corrector with it. So just popped a tiny bit under my eyes. So she then went in with this Chantecaille Real, I always forget the name, y'all, Real Skin Eye and Face Stick as concealer. So I have it in the shade 0C. And she applied it the same way that I do whenever I use it, and that's with her finger. So that is what I'm gonna do. Okay, so that's super pretty. I know y'all have heard me talk about that concealer combo before, and I really do love it. So I'm actually gonna take a little bit of that same eye and face stick and add it around here just because I have a little bit of redness. She did not do that. I'm gonna finish up under this eye and I'll be back. Okay, so in the video, she said that she went in next with a Chantikai highlighter. I think it was the Eclat Brilliance. I'll pop a picture right here. I don't have that, but also she didn't set her face until later on, like after she did blush and stuff, but like I'm not that kind of girl. You know, your girl's got a powder. So I'm gonna powder a little bit and set under my eyes. I'm not gonna use the Chantecaille powder because she used, when she did the Chantecaille, the actual like powder compact makeup, and I don't have that. So I'm gonna use this Clé de Peau translucent loose setting powder, set my whole face, and then I'll be back to do blush. Okay, so I powdered just a little bit for the sake of the video, not as much as I usually would. Now, she didn't add any bronzer, or at least she said she didn't, but I wanted to give myself just a light dusting of bronzer. So I used the Chantecaille Real Bronze in the shade Serena. Such a light little dusting, y'all. So next, she went into that highlight shade that I was talking about, the Eclat Dew. I don't know the exact name of it, but like I said, I will pop a picture of it right here. I don't have that, but I do have this Chantikai Radiance Chic, Cheek, and Highlight Duo. And this shade looks pretty similar. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this Sonia G detail brush, sorry, I had to look for it, and I'm gonna highlight my cheeks. So Emily was super glowy, so I'm not gonna be precious with this. Oh, that is so pretty, y'all. I love it. I love this highlight. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on this side and I'll be back. Okay, so I highlighted this side. So next she said she went in with the Chantecaille Philanthropy Cheek shade and the Butterfly shade. I don't have that one, but I do have this Flower Power Cheek shade, which is really glowy. So I figured it would maybe create the same effect, but we shall see. So I'm actually gonna take this Chantecaille Mini Buff and Blur brush and I'm gonna pop this on my cheeks. Okay, so that is super pretty. So I'm gonna add the blush to my other cheek and I'll be back. Okay, so I blushed this cheek and then I added a little bit of brow gel. She didn't say anything about that, but I just wanted to go ahead and add some. So another thing that she did while she was doing the eye look is take like the excess and drag it underneath her eyes. So I'm just gonna take a tiny bit of that Rhino shade with a Sonia G soft definer brush and just kind of lightly add it to my lower lash line on the outer corner. So there we go, just a tiny little bit. So I am gonna do the same thing on the other side, go add mascara, which it did look like she used my beloved Chantecaille Faux Cils Longest Lash Mascara. So, I mean, like, obviously that's what I'm gonna use. So I am gonna do that and I'll be back to do our lip. Okay, so I finished up my mascara. It does, I mean, unless she's just got amazing lashes, which, I mean, she's Emily Blunt, so she might. But it looks like maybe they applied some falsies, but I could be wrong. I mean, it would not surprise me if her lashes were just that amazing. But I didn't use false lashes, so I just added mascara. So, okay, funny story, y'all. So I love the Met Gala, okay? I just get so excited to see all of the looks, specifically the makeup looks, but the fashion, because obviously that's what it's about. But when I saw Emily and I was like, oh my gosh, I wonder if she's wearing Chantecaille, because her makeup artist does use Chantecaille a lot. So I said, well, maybe she is, you know, wearing Chantecaille. And before they said that she was, I told my husband, I said, I bet you if she's wearing Chantecaille that she is wearing the Luminescent Stylo in Snapdragon. And sure enough, they posted the details of the makeup look and I was right. I was like, damn, you know you like a brand when you can say, I know exactly what formula and what shade she is wearing. And I mean, it's one of my absolute favorites, but I just thought it was so funny. I asked him if he wanted to bet me on it and he was like, no, because I know that I'll lose, because I know that you're right, because you love Chantikai. Anyways, I just thought that was really funny. So I have the Luminescent Stylo in the shade Snapdragon. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply it and finish up this look. So anyways, y'all, here is the finished look. Oh my goodness. I mean, honestly, I could see myself just wearing this look like every day because I'm absolutely obsessed with it. It's so beautiful. I just love it. So let me know in the comments down below what you think of this look. What were your I know it's a little late, but what were your favorite looks from the Met Gala, if that's something that you follow along with? How do you think I did with recreating it, minus the little, you know, silver flecks of craft glitter on my eyes? Also, if you're not following me on Instagram, I'd love to see you over there. It's at beautybykaylak. If you like this video and want to see more of my content, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you as part of our fam, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.